Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. We're short and sweet today. There is a weekend edition that's fancy with pictures, so check that out as well. It's not cute not knowing, and now it's time to know. But you know how we got to do. We got to start off with a hug, so come on. It's the start of the weekend. I don't know about you. I'm glad the weekend is here. It's busy, but it's just like I'm just looking forward to that whole weekend vibe. FCC got hundreds of complaints about Rihanna's performance at this year's Super Bowl. 118 million people tuned in, more than the actual game. What was so wrong? She revealed her baby bump. Many people felt it wasn't appropriate for children. The set was too raunchy and the dancing. I thought for some people it was like, I'm not getting nothing. Some people loved it. Some people like, Now you have a whole group of people and they complain to the FCC that it was too raunchy. The thing about a Super Bowl performance or any like big festival and you're catering to the masses, everyone's not going to be happy because you didn't pick their artist, their type of music. I don't like the type of music. It's so hard. It is so hard to make everybody happy, and I think that's where you get all these complaints. Now, Rihanna is performing at the Academy Awards March 12th, doing Lift Me Up. It was a somber song from Black Panther 2, so you're going to see no dancing, maybe some, interpretive dancing, but she is set to perform. You guys, your comments were crazy about Ashanti and Nelly. They just look so cute to me. I like them as a couple again, and maybe it will lead to some of Ashanti's dreams. Friends of Madonna are speaking out in defense of the pop star, saying that she is in a crisis of confidence. And obviously she has to be because she's messed up her face. If you get these Botox and fillers and doing all that stuff to your face, you can't come out the house for a minute. You gotta wait till the swelling goes down. Then you walk around like, here I am. Madonna, 64, she recently broke up with her 23-year-old boyfriend. Madonna, you got to get a little closer to your age because now he's dating someone closer to his age. I don't think she realizes, I think she still wants to compete with these people today, but baby, you're a legend and you don't have to because your music withstands the test of time, whereas a lot of music here today, it does not withstand the test of time. But friends say she's going through a crisis of confidence. 1 week from today, Creed 3. No Sylvester Stallone ain't in it and he mad. Creed 3 not only stars Michael B. Jordan, but he directs it. 1 week from today. The new nemesis boxer is Jonathan Majors. He plays Dame, a man who spent 18 years in jail. He kind of blames Michael B. Jordan, claims because they were childhood friends that Michael left him out. So now Michael takes him under his wing, feeling guilty. But then Dame turns into, I want your life. I want your title. It's kind of like a sports drama and a thriller. Michael B. Jordan is getting kudos for his directing skills, but it is in theaters 1 week from today. Now, Tessa Thompson plays his wife in the movie, and it's interesting because she's losing her hearing. They wind up having a child who is deaf. So there's a lot going on and uplifting moments in it, some kind of scary moments, but Creed 3 in theaters next week. Shirley Ralph is gracing the cover of Essence magazine, and this is her time. This is her time. She looks incredible. Tyler Perry has snatched up Kelly Rowland to be in his new Netflix movie. He's got to finish the deal with Netflix before he can do the deal with Amazon. So he's got a World War II female drama with Kerry Washington. And now he's getting set. Kelly Rowland is going to be starring in his next feature. Namor, the villain in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, will be in the new Avengers, the Kang Dynasty. Kang is played, he's the new villain, He's going to be played by Jonathan Majors. He's the new villain in the Marvel series, but they're saying that Namor will be a part of it. Tomorrow night, the NAACP Image Awards. Queen Latifah is hosting. 8 o'clock. You can watch it on MTV, BET, CBS, Paramount Plus, wherever that Paramount platform, you're going to be able to see it. Now, what I've always liked about the NAACP Image Awards, I don't know, it's just one of the more classier ones. Like I said, Queen Latifah is hosting. First time they've had a new host in years. Entertainer of the Year for the first time in their history. It's all women. Will this be the night for Angela Bassett? Will she walk away with it? She is nominated for an Academy Award. Other highlights: will it be a big night for either the Best Man Peacock series or Quinta Brunson's Abbott Elementary? Beyonce. Who are the stars that are going to show up? Will Smith's been nominated for Emancipation. Everybody has ignored him. Is Will Smith going to show up? It's going to look bad if he doesn't. Well, I need you to show up. You need to show up for the Image Awards, because nobody else, no other award show was paying you no mind. And you were incredible in Emancipation. So it's going to be a night, I think, of surprises. But the NAACP Image Awards air tomorrow night. I've been telling you guys about the podcast I do, Patty and the Millennials. This was a fun one this week because we talk about how do you survive in today's polite society. It's all about the etiquette rules of 2023. The other day I was saying one of them is, if someone says they had COVID, you're not supposed to ask. It's turning out to be one of the worst habits I have, because I did it last night. Someone said that someone had COVID. So here I go. How'd they get it? They'll never go out the house. How'd they get COVID? And then I was like, you're not supposed to ask. You just be quiet. Don't ask. Don't ask. Did you know that there is never a right time to break up with somebody? Like, you may think, let me get to the holidays. I'm break up at the first of the year. No, because they'll be thinking of you wanted to break up with me all during the holidays. You'll be thinking, I'm going to do it after their birthday. I'm going to do it before the 4th of July. I'm going to do it. There's never a time. There's never a correct time. If you're going to break up with somebody, just do it. Just do it. How do you guys handle this situation? Have you ever gone out to dinner with people at restaurants, and there's always that one person, well, I ain't ordered that, and I only got this, and I hate that. Well, I can't stand that. I don't go out to dinner with groups of people, because I already know that I'm like, we'll do a lot of this foolishness. You get the people who don't want to tip. Not going to understand bad service. But I absolutely cannot, I don't like it when people say I'm not giving a tip, or they're rude to the waiters. And don't be rude to them. Don't be rude to them. This is their job. Now, I know there's some bad service out here, and I don't believe in awarding bad service. But if you've ever been out with people who get on this, they're better than, and want to treat them like trash, I walked out. I left. They weren't my friends. It's like you go out with some people. Some in life, you're going to find that you can't go out with everybody. And I was like, if I don't get up and away from these crazy people, or when they want to cut up the bill, I hate that. Well, I only got fries and a soda, but you were eating everything else. Or this pet peeve of mine, they will find fault with everything to not pay the bill. I once went out on a date with a guy like this. There was never another date. They'll find issue with the water, the drink, what's on the plate, but they ate the food. But then they like, you know what? I don't like how you did my grilled vegetables. I don't like how steak came out. But you ate it. But you sat there and you ate it. Sometimes you have to do the Michael Jackson moonwalk and walk away and know who you're going out with. I don't care if it's family, friends, new people. You gotta know. This was a great conversation. It really was. And it's a nice conversation talker. Find us where we live on SoundCloud, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio Podcasts. It's a great conversation on the baby boomer. There's millennials. There's Gen X. There's men and women. Really fun. The podcast, Patty and the Millennials. And on a final note, I was watching the news. Okay, I don't understand Gen X or Y or whatever they call them. There was a report on, I don't, because my son is a Gen X and he fits every category. A lot of these kids, they don't want to learn how to drive. You know, if you live in a big city, yes, you can get around on public transportation. It's readily available. But you go through life and you don't know how to drive. You have to grow up and be independent. You got to grow up and be dependent. The girl was complaining about, well, I can't afford a car, and but you ain't no money in rideshare. You got to learn how to save your money. And I say this to say, because my son won't learn how to drive. And he doesn't have a care in the world. I could put the book right there. And he's just thinking, he's like, oh, one day. When? What day? It's just amazing to me. Their thinking and things are just so different. And I'm walking around like, I just wasn't like that in the 80s. I could not wait. You just establish some independence. But if you have what do they call them? Gen Y, Gen Z. If you have them living in your house and around them, I want to know how you feel, because he is fitting everything they say. Their fascination with the Polaroids. My son found a Polaroid in the garage, and he was acting like that was the greatest thing since sliced bread. He was like, Mom, how'd you work these things? I was like this. If you have a Gen Y, Gen Z, whatever they call them, let me know how you deal with it, because it is very different. There is a weekend edition, so check it out. Today's short and sweet. Thanks so much. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video, and leave a comment. I get a kick. I do. I get a kick out of the comments, and I really would love to know your thoughts. The Gen Y, the Gen Z, the etiquette rules. Wait, I left out the one that was the funniest. According to etiquette rules in 2023, and I'm going to let you go. If you're an adult, you're supposed to have lube. Now, someone is saying, what's lube? You're supposed to have lubrication. I'm friends with a sexologist, and this was right up her alley. She went into a whole thing, like, yes, you must have lube. You must make it a part of your life. Sex Dr. Heather, how you doing, baby? But yeah, that's one of the rules. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. Look at all these new little nuggets that's going to make great conversation pieces when you meet up with people. Have a great weekend. Look out for the weekend edition, and have a good one. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.